So everyone knows Lyman was the OG original GOAT, but most people don't realize he actually held a dual GOATizenship as both the GOAT and the Code GOAT. As word of his GOATiness got around, there would become GOAT challengers, but none quite like the GOAT, who established his GOATiness by winning 3 consecutive Papa World Pinball Championships. GOAT's GOATy reign would last well over a decade, where he won 5 of the 9,000-player Pinburg tournaments, coming in no worse than 6th place on that entire run. But eventually, GOAT would transition to GOAT Emeritus, where he launched a new GOAT campaign trying to become the design GOAT, taking on the likes of Harry Williams, Ed Krinsky, Pat Lawler, and Steve Ritchie. This left the door wide open for future GOATs, and they would start early, with Escher Lefkoff announcing his GOAT campaign at age 13 by winning the Papa World Pinball Championships. But after nearly a 2-year tournament hiatus, the GOAT picture became murky and unclear. See, Escher was playing GOATily, but there were all these new GOATs entering the picture, vying to become the GOAT. With former perennial GOAT challengers like Bowen, Yorian, and Daniele out of the way, the new crop of GOATs were playing GOATier than ever. But of all these potential GOATs like Escher, Johannes, Eric, and Zemak, it seemed that none could sustain GOATy levels of play for long enough to really become the GOAT. That was until Jason Zoller went on one of the GOATiest runs in pinball history. He won multiple consecutive major championships for multiple years in a row, each requiring a different skill set. But what's it gonna take to truly become a GOAT today? Well, for starters, none of these GOATs will truly become GOATy unless they can win every single unique type of major, something no GOAT has ever done. And even then, it's a long tenure of GOATiness that truly establishes oneself as the GOAT. Now, if you want more GOAT updates, make sure to join one of the 6 or 7 group chats that actually cares about this stuff. For this episode of GOAT Watch, I'm Tim Sexton, signing out.